All right, we're still on a little quest. Before we go see some friends of ours, we're in is it Old Port?
Yes.
Portland. And it's got this cool vibe with these old streets, great shopping experiences.
Lots of food.
Lots of food.
They're very into art and beer.
Yeah, a lot of culture.
A lot of distilleries.
Yeah. So it's a great thing. You can come walk around. Didn't we walk by Customs? The Customs
old
house?
Customs house, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I wanted to try a holy donut, but they're all sold out.
Yeah, made out of potatoes. Something. Who knows?
You remember we got to do what you do in Rome.
Is that what the saying is?
Yeah, that's why we tried the whoopie.
The whoopies? Who doesn't like whoopie?
Stop it already.
All right. We're going to go visit some friends of ours, and it's going to be a great surprise, and we have lots and lots and lots of questions.
Yes.
So that's what brought us to Portland.
Let's go ask
I'm
them
kind of
our
excited.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we'll continue our little walk and then head on over.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up. Close your eyes. Get some rest.
I don't know how that happened. This is fabulous. How'd you like to just boondock here? They put their chairs out.
Huh. I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know either. I think it's fabulous, though.
Look on the app.
Now she's running. Sheila melts. She's like sugar.
Oh, so sweet. It just melted in the rain.
Oh gosh.
Down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies ain't too gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul.
No. To the water.
Hold my
That's all I got. Some cool outfits.
We just go in here.
Pretty sure that's what she said. Parking for boat owners and their guests. Yep, that's us.
I know it hurts. It wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down.
It's time to switch it up. This is Doug and Jeanette, and they're from Kansas City. Well, you're not from Kansas City. That's where we met you.
No, we're from New England.
Yes. But
They are our friends we met in Kansas City.
they claim to be our friends.
Well, Janae claims me. And I claim her.
Yes.
Except when the house is leaking and the roof's leaking,
Yes.
then I claim Todd.
Yeah, I fixed
Yes,
some
we've definitely
stuff on
claimed
there.
Todd a few times for a leaky roof.
And we are on this we're in Portland, and they invited us over to their lovely abode on the water.
It's,
They switched it up.
They did switch it up.
It's our waterfront condo.
Now they've had sailboats before. This is
Yep.
like your third or fourth one, you said.
fourth one, yep.
Okay. And let's talk about this boat real quick. How big is it?
It's 36 feet.
36 feet. And is it like, what's the brand or whatever?
It's a Sabre, called the Sabre 362.
Okay.
They're made right here in Casco Bay, Maine. They were made back in the 90s, so this is 1995.
But it looks fairly new. It has the downstairs.
It ages
it's got
well.
It
ages
yeah.
well. So it's as our daughter says, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath boat.
Yeah, and I shot some of that footage. So they've got you've got like a nice main bedroom, and then you've got a nice little bunk room, and then you got a bathroom.
We have a
What do you-
shower.
Shower.
We've never had a shower.
What do you think about your
before.
kitchen? Do you like your kitchen?
I like my kitchen. It's tiny and petite,
Uh-oh.
and
It's a galley.
It's a galley.
Not a boat. There's a whole nother.
Oh my
lingo.
goodness, that is true. I'm a whole different
There's a whole nother lingo.
terminology.
It's a galley.
It's a galley. I
And
don't
you're
know
not
none of this.
in there. You're down below.
Okay, well, down
Is
below.
it called the basement? Because we call our...
No, that's the bilge.
Oh, that's...
And we were excited about coming to see them. We were going to go out, but it was going to rain, and then all this other stuff happened. So we're just kind of hanging out down here with all the other boat things.
I'm trying to convince
Yes.
Doug to teach Todd how to sail.
Yes.
Because that we could switch it up and...
Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon.
But it would be fun.
Yes, she likes the water.
I do like the water.
Yes. But there's so much to learn, and I'm not learning it now. But what I am learning is, one, the terminology, but two, I think all of the questions that we have are like, Doug, like, you have black water tanks. And he was like, yep, we got black water, and you can pump it out when you're out at sea if you're 3 miles out, or you can, right?
Yeah, there's several ways to deal with those.
How do you deal with your water?
So we
Like
can,
you have you said a saline.
So you could have a water maker, and you could make your own out of the seawater. We prefer to just use the marina's water and just use it out of the garden hoses. So there's lots of options, Todd.
Yeah, there's no, like, your showers. How are your showers? Like in our RVs, we have low water pressure at times. What's that like, Janae? What do you like your shower time here?
Well-
your hot water heater's what, 5 gallons? Do you have hot water?
Oh yeah.
I can wash my left arm and half the right.
It is, yeah, so it's small.
No, I have not used the shower down below yet.
Oh, let's talk about that.
because
Yeah,
It didn't work when we first bought it,
right.
and so Doug has now fixed it. But we started off using the
So
showers
here in your
at
dock,
the marina.
yeah, your dock space is kind of like when we go to an RV park. Then.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, you have a laundry facility and a bathhouse just like we do in an RV park.
Yeah. So I started showering up there because down here it didn't work. And really, it's kind of like back in the college days, you put your flip-flops on because you're not stepping on
Whatever's there.
exactly. Put your flip-flops on and you go in with your bag, and obviously you have to be clothed when you walk
Yeah.
up there. But
Dock life is weird and
Yes.
different.
and so I've just been showering up there and coming back. I will welcome showering down here at some point, but
We'll use a shower on board when we're traveling. So when we're out cruising and you're offshore for a couple of days or at an island, that's when you'd use that.
Okay.
But
Or when we're doing the loop.
or when
We're not
When
talking
we're
about
doing
that.
the loop.
So remember the loop.
Remember.
So-
We're not
Here
talking.
comes an
We got an airplane.
hold
We're gonna.
on.
Please hold. This is like a different change. Like if you wanted to do this lifestyle, there's lots of people. There's only 150 square feet down here.
That's right. So it's,
So it's
it's
even
just,
smaller.
It's just like living at home, except take everything you have and put it in half a room, including your living space, your sleeping space, your working space, and then just live there for a month.
Can you pull another boat behind so like Todd could I could
We're
just
not-
attach to a boat?
So
behind?
when things get really kind of contentious,
bigger
yeah.
space.
So we have a small boat. We call it dinghy. It's an
Yeah, I could
8-foot
just
boat.
hang out in the dinghy.
Well,
That's fun.
sometimes
the
it's a
dinghy's
boat.
up there.
Whoever loses the vote goes in the dinghy.
Oh, you could be the dinghy.
Okay, we're really, really off track. Really off track. Now I don't even know what I'm processing in my head. It's
So
really
sorry.
Do you want us to get out the dinghy so you?
No. I don't
Shoot some
I don't want to
footage from the
sit in the dinghy outside in the harbor
Oh,
here.
that would have been fabulous.
So, Doug's been actually helping us kind of plan tomorrow's little excursion.
Yes, Doug has these amazing maps, which
Uh-huh.
I need to figure out.
Yeah. So
Is that just one state that you have?
This
that's
is
in
just the area. So
it?
we're.
No, I know that whole book though.
Oh,
that's
the
in
book
it.
is from Rhode Island up to the Canadian border.
That's impressive map right there.
Yep. So it's got everything you want to know about this region.
So you were helping me know where the lighthouses are to go look at, and a possible little kayak adventure for tomorrow. That's it.
At
Doug was very
Fort Gorgeous.
Yes, Doug was very helpful in helping me learn that. And then I said, well, look at all that space.
yes, there's lots of things that we could explore.
So one way to do that is just go out on the ferries. So you just kind of cruise around on the mail ferries, and you can go out to the islands.
Sorry, there's
You can't say mail ferries, can you? Sorry. So MAIL, postal service ferries.
You know we have a sawdust ferry. Have you seen the You didn't see the sawdust ferry?
No, afraid not. We've been living on a boat. For
Oh, that's right. You've
We
been
haven't
living on a
seen
boat.
much.
You haven't even seen our videos. It's
And
okay.
that's why they're still our friends.
Okay, what value can we give them with this boat? They can, I mean, if people were, there's a lot of channels that are looking to downsize from a house and go into a boat. This boat actually can go sailing. You said it's is it a blue water boat?
Blue water boat.
So it can go pretty much anywhere.
Anywhere in the world.
Right.
That
It opens possibilities.
Yeah, fine.
But I was
Be
very
quiet.
surprised at this when he said it would only sail about
6.
6 miles an hour.
Yeah, 6 miles an hour. So it'll do about, a knot is about 1.1 miles an hour.
Right.
And so it'll sail somewhere between 5 and 7 knots on a regular basis.
But I always thought it would be like so much faster than that. That's the
So-
crazy part.
So boat speed is all about water line.
Right.
And so the longer water line you have, the faster the boat is.
Okay.
So if you have a short boat, at 36 feet is considered a fairly short boat, and it's only about 7 tons, so 14,000 pounds, then it's going to be a fairly slow, steady boat. It's going to be
Right.
very safe. Now, you take the boat across the dock from us, which
Yeah.
is a 59-foot boat that weighs 40,000 pounds
Right.
and has 9 feet of depth into it. It's going to travel much faster.
So
See,
we
all
could
this
go
stuff-
take a look, and maybe you could educate us on some different types of boats that we could take on the loop.
We could do that.
We're not talking about the loop, Sheila. They don't even know what the loop
sidebar,
is. Yes, I like
because you were
sidebars.
talking speed and all that. Sailboat is you enjoy the journey.
Okay.
It's not about the destination.
okay.
Power boats about the destination because you're going to get
See,
there.
that's
a
a
lot
great
quicker.
point.
It
Well,
is a-
sailboats concern me a little bit. Like they look like they'd be extremely complicated. I mean, in the movies you see people getting hit with this, and this has got to go up really fast and move. You're like, ah, is it like that?
No,
Can
it's
be.
not like that. Well, I guess it can be, but you know, one of the best sailing scenes I've ever seen is in Princess Bride. Because when you watch Princess Bride, it says turn the technical thingy, and then turn the other technical thingy, and then pull that other thingy. So it's very technical. And so if
You
you
just
watch
have
Princess
3
Bride,
thingies.
just 3 thingies to worry
That's
about.
it.
Okay.
And a dinghy.
3 thingies in a dinghy.
That's
That could be the
that's the
name
new
of our
YouTube
channel.
channel.
New channel. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3 thingies.
And a dinghy. Yeah. Okay. This is dumb. This whole segment's gone really bad.
We got 3 thingies.
But
in a
we can
dinghy.
go-
It'll be the first time I've been canceled.
We can go walk around and kind of see some of the. It is very. We don't ever get to come down in this world, so it's kind of cool.
No,
just
you
to
have to be
experience.
invited.
It's
Yes.
very fun to just walk around and look at other boats.
Because it's not like the lake weekend, you know. Like a lot of people on the lake weekends are like, we're gonna go party and hang out and do all that, go fast, and this is the
actually
lifestyle.
their home.
Yeah, it's
This
a
is
boat lifestyle choice.
We do RV lifestyle. They're doing boat life.
No. And there's people here that live on their boats, and there's people that just come down and fish off the boats. There's people that will take the boats out and go for weeks on end, just go out and adventure and then come back. And there's all sorts of different,
Kind of in-
Different things.
stages.
And he was saying that there's an app just like there is for the RV world where, hey, you need a place to park your boat for the night. There's an app for that.
Aqua.
So, yeah.
Dakwa. That's a whole nother language.
It would be a whole new language to learn.
Yes.
3 thingies.
3 thingies in a dinghy. Okay, let's go for a walk.
Technical wise, it's one of the reasons I love it so much. It's just because of the engineering.
The engineering of it.
Yeah, and it's
Did
all.
you say this boat is?
So
Sheila,
Palawan.
I don't have a handle
Palawan.
like
Okay,
that.
let's talk about this real quick, just before we go. This boat has history. You guys were sharing.
Yeah, so this boat is Palawan. It was built in 1965 for Tom Watson, the founder of IBM.
That's cool.
He built it for $2 million back in the day.
And it's
Probably worth about $20 million in today's dollars. The boat's not worth that now, but it's got some history. JFK sailed on this boat.
See, that's some cool
it's
stuff.
some
And they had
cool
like
stuff.
some drinks and some cocktails and hung out over here. It's like this. See, this, it's almost like touching
Some cocktails and some
touching people that are
appetizers.
royalty.
history.
We're with
No,
royalty.
not us.
Well, you were there.
You should touch the boat. That's royalty.
That's
Okay.
royalty.
I'm not. I'm gonna touch the boat.
And you think 3 thingies in a dinghy is dumb?
This is a beautiful boat, though.
It's
It's like just like
So he
a
takes
step
this out
back
in
in time.
hurricanes and everything else. I mean, this is.
He's got like the.
So the boat goes 9 feet below this.
Oh, and look here.
Yeah,
See those
these
little?
are the hat
Those
boxes.
are hat boxes.
That's where the ships China is.
And these little crystal glasses, they were cut crystal. The wine glass was literally this big, stood that tall, and the little part you drank out of was like this big. It's like little shots, but cut crystal on a sailboat.
Such a beautiful. I mean, this is
That is
truly
a
a
beautiful
classic
boat.
boat. Charters his boat, so he's taken it out almost 200 days this year.
Really?
He actually, yeah. So he actually, people pay him to come out and do sunset cruises or whatever. He built the masts himself last year. His masts were rotted after he bought the boat. And so last winter, he calls the foremast January and the backmast February because that's how long it took him to build the mast. But yeah, this is his boat. This is his primary source of income. He just takes this out.
Are there, or how does that as far as like motion?
Yeah, so every boat is designed a little bit differently. So there are boats like these two boats are very similar sized. This one's going to be, this is called the Sport Fisher. This is more of a cabin cruiser. So the Chris Craft, the blue and white one's going to have more like live aboard, rooms, bathrooms, showers, all that stuff, TVs. This one's going to be a little bit more rudimentary.
You're just going out for the.
But you're going out for fishing, so
Yeah.
you're going to go really fast. So this is going to have bigger engines. It's more performance. So similar to cars, you can have two similar sized cars, but they
Right.
can be very different purposes. That's the same with boats.
Lovely yachts over here.
Yeah. You know, we actually get a really nice sunset. That, like you said, that would probably be something that you would do that because you'd have
like
more
a
of a
back
living,
deck. You got
living space. Okay. That was actually kind of cool to walk through their boat and what they're doing. They still have their house in Kansas City.
Yeah, they're
So-
headed back there for the winter.
Yeah.
Which I guess
And they're
Kansas
from
is better than Maine for winter.
Yeah, they're from the Maine area, so they're seeing family and hanging out with friends, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something that we've never really looked at, so it's kind of cool to see.
Well, and it's just, there's something about when you're out on the road, and here we are in Maine, far away from home, and friends just kind of bring a piece of home to you, you know?
Yes.
Because, I mean, we went out to eat with them and stuff in Kansas City, so it's just nice to reconnect with friends, and it just
Especially in this environment, it's so different.
Yeah, it just kind of, it's just good for the soul. Friends are good for the soul.
So now Sheila wants to look at some boats. Along, throw that in with building your own rig and all the
Just
other things you want to
imagine
do.
the possibilities. We need to provide content to our viewers if they want to switch it
Yeah,
up
if you
in
wanna-
any way.
If this is something you would love to do, leave a comment down below.
Maybe they want to travel by train. Maybe they want to go by
Okay,
airplane.
we did-
We can look at all of those options.
We did look at what if we bought a railroad car
Railroad car.
and remodeled it, and then you hook it up to Amtrak and you can go see things in the United States.
On the train.
We looked at that. That's a real thing. Okay, my battery's gonna die, of course, and we're gonna go out to eat. So we'll see what tomorrow brings and what Sheila brings with this idea of hers in this wonderful island.
I think I have it all in my head.
I bet you do.